Alright, what up, folks? It's a surprise quick one. The last two chapters of the Untitled Religious one. I had no idea how to get on here tonight, but I'm not hungry. It's not bedtime, and I'm bored. Tonight I thought I'd go informal. Start out with the formal jacket. Yeah, I still say it's fucking fresh. $5 Goodwill. We'll just go ahead and drop that off. I'll get comfortable tonight. These last two chapters are, if you've been following the first four chapters, you know it's about a guy named Stacy who gets killed and moves on to the afterlife where it's not heaven or hell. It's are you good enough or bad enough to move on? He's neither. He's neutral. So he has to do a task of keeping a serial killer, a burgeoning, a fledgling serial killer safe for 120 hours. The first four chapters shows that there's no heaven or hell. Life moves forward and simply forward. And I haven't heard back from the guy who said I was vomit on the first one and then gave me a paragraph of the most deranged, dehinged bullshit ever. Somehow my life equates to $32,000 on a barcode. I didn't read it all because I didn't give a fuck. You can go back to the first one, look at that. Go to his channel. He has a Casio and mild sense of rhythm. I'm going to have the beer here. I'm going to fucking jump into these last two chapters. Hopefully you watched the first four chapters. You're coming in here fucking blind and fucking stupid. It's not going to make any fucking sense. You just saw maybe a thumbnail that said White Devil and think you came here for a Klan rally or a MAGA meeting. No, I'm not a racist. I have friends of color. I work with people of color. We get along just fucking smashingly fine. They come to my house, I go to their house. This is just ironic and sarcastic. If I wear it out in public, people are like, "Oh yeah, that tracks. Look at them." But surprisingly, I am an old hip hop head. Love black cinema. I've had black girlfriends. A few Asian ladies. I think I've yet to sample a true Hispanic. Maybe a mixed one here and there, but not a true poppy motherfucker. But here we go. That all said, little recap, little bullshit. We're going into chapter 5 here. Get that there. Full circle jerk. We'll see if my reading skills have been enhanced since the first two, which they haven't, because still I'm mildly blind and the attention span of a fucking goldfish. Actually, I'll start with the last fucking paragraph of chapter 4. Since you're not going to sync these up or even go back and investigate the first two. "Now," I growled. "Anything to shut that fucker up." That's JD, the trainer. The checkerboard lava world faded away into a glowing pinpoint, and then, in the span of a second, the pinpoint blossomed into a moderately medium-sized apartment. I was standing behind a little nothing of a man staring at a computer screen. Bingham dumb. Here I come. You may not recall the guy he's trying to keep safe is Colton Bingham. Chapter 5, Full Circle Jerk. This, my friend, is where we began to weave the intricate tapestry that is my evolution. Remember? Standing here looking at this simple motherfucker. I wonder if he knows he's rocking a quarter-sized bald spot back there. Doesn't matter. Time for me to get in game mode. I'll check back with y'all later. Wish me luck and raise a glass. Spill a 40 on the grass. I did a quick glance around the room to get a lay of the land. comfortable looking couch that had obviously seen its fair share of inebriated Betty buys, an old worn out recliner, dinged up coffee table with a cliche empties pyramid surrounded by a small forest of seeds and stems. That's weed. An exceptionally nice flat screen TV. This is back when flat screens were the shit. I'm going to interject here and there. An exceptionally nice flat screen TV hanging above what I believe to be a large fish tank converted into a mini greenhouse for the growing of cannabis. That's what it looked like to me anyway. I'm not well versed in weed culture. A pretty kick-ass looking sound system, bigger than anything someone living in an apartment would need. Typical shithole bachelor pad. Clothes, towels, socks, shoes, and food wrappers scattered here and there. A couple Cheech and Chong movie posters as well, and some framed vintage looking Colt 45 and Schlitz Blue Bowl prints adorn the walls. If I didn't already know that he was a serial killer, I wouldn't have thought any more of him than the next slacker fuck-up loungeabout. I could see myself living in a place like this if I were still living. And then there was the fucking computer center. I was never a big tech nerd. Fuck. As close as I got to anything computery was an old ColecoVision that I found at a garage sale. I love me some Burger Time. Good times, man, but back to the old CB here. I call his computer set up a sinner because I fully believe that he could have landed the fucking space shuttle from his ergonomically gay-looking chairs. 3 screens, 2 keyboards, fucking Tron-looking mice. That's more than one fucking mouse. I don't want to offend any computer dorks with my ignorant rather get pussy than stroke my hard drive ass. And all kinds of burnt CDs and DVDs peppered around his desk. Super spy type shit, in my small town eyes. Colton was hunched over a keyboard that had a neon back glow clacking away feverishly. I decided against my better judgment to look over his shoulder. Bad move. Ear itches. Wasn't moving. The middle screen had a man lying on what appeared to be a metal doctor's table. The kind you expect to find in a morgue. The man wasn't dead though. No, he was strapped to the table by his wrists and ankles, balls naked. He had one of those clear plastic Halloween masks on. The kind that makes you look like a mannequin. There were plastic sheets lining the floor around the table. Bizarre, yes, but nothing crazy yet. We watch him wiggle around against his restraints for a few minutes. He's trying to say something, but the mask muffles his words. Next, from out of nowhere, a slightly overweight woman steps into frame. Not obese, but not what the brothers call thick either. Somewhere in between. I say about 8 beers fuckable. That's a scale. A beers fuckable scale. It's a real thing. She too is booty balls naked. She's carrying a small stepladder, which she places at the end of the table where the man's head lies. She then picks up what looks like a toilet seat attached to 4 1.5 foot long legs. She puts this contraption over the man's head and shoulders. It doesn't take Sherlock fucking Holmes to figure out where this is going. But I keep watching, hoping that I'm wrong. Old Jelly Roll then climbs the steps, turns around, and squats down on the toilet seat. At first she lets a couple blasts of pee go on the man's face and neck, and he seems very pleased. Then she opens the floodgates and rains piss all over him. He goes apeshit. But in a good way. I'm slightly sickened until I see the turtle's head begin to crown. I'm actually glad that I don't have a body because I would have thrown up crap that I ate when I was 5 years old. This big bitch drops a Lincoln log-sized deuce right on the man's face. A big slurpy splat. Then the man, nasty motherfucker, shoots a load all over his belly and shits on the table. Colton giggles and saves the file. I turn away wishing I could go take a shower and Brillo pat my eyeballs clean. This is going to be a long fucking week. I decided to test my new ability. I leaned down to Colton's ear and began to speak. How about a little music, you sick fucking piece of shit? Colton raised his head as though he actually heard me, and then fished through a pile of remotes until he found the one that seemed to make him happy. Without turning his head, he clicked on the stereo, and Radiohead's No Surprises began to play. I've always liked that song. Good start, Colt. He gets up, leaves the room, and returns with a 40 of Old English. He opens the bottle, takes an admirable draw, and slumps down behind the computer again. Fantastic. This will be a fucking breeze. JD's a dickhead. I plopped myself down on the couch and watched Colton start to down the slippery slope. I plopped myself on the I plopped myself down on the couch and watched Colton start down the slippery slope of drunken ecstasy. Lucky fucker, I miss beer. I leaned my head back and enjoyed Tom York's hauntingly beautiful voice. 1 hour down, and all is well. I sat there wishing that I had eyelids to close for a nap or a body to enjoy some tasty libations. I wondered if there would be beer in the next life. I thought it would be cool if someone had created what I believed would be the ultimate drinking experience on the other side. A little something I called the trifecta. A beer that, as you took a drink, started with a peppery bite of buffalo wings, suddenly switched gears to the smooth amberbach flavor, and ended with a subtle ranch note. I don't like to put myself in the same mental arena as an Einstein or a Hawking, but this idea is fucking genius. Like Willy Wonka's 3-course gum, except you could get fucked up at home enjoying a meal you usually have to go try to consume in the company of knuckle-dragging sports fans obnoxiously yelling at televisions. That, my friend, is bullshit. Fuck, if Martin Luther could have a delusional dream, why can't I? Hold on. That was what you thought it was. Oh. Not good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Colton finished his 40 and headed off to the bathroom. I could hear him pissing and singing along to the song that had come on the stereo. I didn't recognize it, but the CD changer readout said, "Plain white tees, hate, I really don't like you." I was surprised to find myself pseudo singing along to the chorus by the song's end. Not bad, Colt. Not bad at all. The song ended and the CD carousel skipped around on random until, this is back when you had, pause. This is back when you had CD players. This is before fucking streaming. When you had CD players, you put a shit ton of CDs in there and you hit random and then just skip all the fucking way around. Not like now where you can put it on YouTube or Spotify or Amazon or whatever the fuck you stream your music from and just hit random and the shit never stops. Unless you don't pay for the commercial free, and then it always stops because it's a piece of shit. But back to this. CD carousel. The song ended and the CD carousel skipped around on random until Paperboy's Diddy began to play. Colt, Shimmy Shake, and you can look all these songs up, they're all real. Pause, back to it. Colt Shimmy Shaked his honky ass from the shitter back into the kitchen. It looked like he was attempting to do a dance that the Crips call the Sea Walk. I saw the dumb shit on 2020. I saw that dumb shit on 2020. It looks like a controlled fucking seizure to me when done right. Colton wasn't anywhere near the same goddamn county as done right. It looked as though he had stepped in wet dog shit barefooted, and now he was trying to shake it free from between his toes. Mildly entertaining, yes, but mostly pathetic. He emerged from the kitchen, fresh 40 in hand, still attempting to get that dog shit off his feet. He plopped down in his recliner and pulled a pre-rolled joint out of the chair's magazine holder side. Pocket. This is back when recliners had these pockets on the side where you could stick like TV guides and remotes and shit. Sorry to interject. I only interject quite a bit more than likely to give you historical context because this is the whole of fucking 15, 20 years ago. So fucking long ago. He opened the beer, took a very satisfying looking swig, and sparked his shit. I was ecstatic. If this was all this lazy motherfucker was going to accomplish in one day, JD might as well go ahead and send my pasty pale ass on through. Maybe Colton wasn't such a bad guy after all. Then again, maybe I needed to get my fucking head checked, because just as I was getting comfortable, he raised the CD remote and turned on Q fucking Lazarus, Goodbye Horses. Fuck! Once again, I feel as though I need to give you a little peek behind the curtain that is my thought process. For the handful of you motherfuckers that have never had the privilege of viewing The Silence of the Lambs, I'll bring you up to speed. I'll also call you a worthless fucking lump of neglecting. I'll also call you a worthless fucking lump for neglecting to experience a cinematic great. Get your ass off your shoulders and watch this fucking film. But I digress. In the movie, for those of you still rocking a Betamax, is a killer called Buffalo Bill. Old Billy Boy likes to kill women, skin them, and make a lovely fucking pantsuit out of their skin a la Ed Gein. Ed Gein being the real-life serial killer whose exploits Buffalo Bill, Leatherface, and Norman Bates stories are loosely based on. Google him if you don't believe me, bitch. Anyway, Bates' stories are loosely... Oh, shit. Anyway, there's a scene in the movie where Buffalo Nuts is sitting in a woman's robe and blue stockings, applying makeup while wearing some poor bitch's scalp. He then gets up, turns on a video camera, and starts shaking his beautiful he-she ass for the reason of, I assume, masturbation material. That's purely speculation on my part, the jerking off shit, but that's not important. And on a side note, if I may, I'm not gay, but Ted Levine, the actor portraying Bill, was built like a shit brick house in that movie. Okay. Last interruption, I swear. And that's in the book. I'm interrupting now. The book is interrupting. I swear, as I was saying, Bill's dancing around and generally feeling good about himself. Suddenly off camera, he appears to be doing some feng shui shit with his nethers. He then backs away from his video camera's limited scope to reveal that he has tucked his meat and potatoes into his Dutch oven. This, my friend, is why out of 100 CDs and possibly 1,000 plus songs, Colt's distinct choice of this one song raises a few fucking red flags. I may be just a little overcautious, but the last time I let my guard down was the last time I let my fucking guard down. Fuck me once and that's one time too many. I jumped off the couch and leaned in close to his ear. Not tonight. Smoke your shit, drink your shit, go back over there and look for some fucking necrophilia or bitches puking on each other. I don't care. Just keep your fucking ass in the apartment. Colton finished his beer, dropped the roach into the backwash at the bottom of the bottle and stood up. He rolled his head in an attempt to crack his neck and patted his pockets as though he were frisking himself. His eyebrows furrowed as he scanned the room looking for something. His eyes stopped on the corner of his computer desk. More importantly, his eyes stopped on a ring of keys. His eyebrows raised, pulling his frown into a shit-eating grin. He staggered forward and picked up his keys. Not good. "Fuckhole!" I screamed into his ear. "Put the fucking keys down. Sit the fuck down. Order a pizza, jerk off, pass out. Just stay here for fuck's sake. Now!" Colt looked down at the keys in his hand and started to turn to leave. My heart would have dropped if I had one. Then out of left field, he turned back toward his computer desk and dropped his keys. He semi-stumbled into the kitchen and returned with yet another 40. Admirable stamina. He slumped back down in front of his keyboard and began surfing porn again. I took up residence in his recliner and watched him fade out, looking at some of the sickest shit to have ever been filmed. He eventually rolled out of his chair and passed out on the floor. I would have given him a blanket if I could have. Day one done. I figured I had a few hours before the slumbering psychopath's body could process all of the toxins he had ingested, so I thought I'd call on a friend. Oh, JD, if you have a free minute, the apartment faded to a pinpoint and then expanded back into the checkerboard world. Actually, a pretty awesome effect. We've come to the last chapter I had written in this fucking bullshit saga. It is chapter 6. God damn it. Luck is a 4-letter word. We're almost done, folks. And I can get back to being a corpse, lifeless on a bed, or whatever the fuck it is you come here for. Cheers to all y'all. Tomorrow's my last day of work for the week, so I'm gonna enjoy my evening. Chapter 6. Luck is a 4-letter word. I'll get back to the last sentence of the last. Oh, JD, if you have a free minute, the apartment faded to a pinpoint and then expanded into a checkerboard world. Actually, a pretty awesome effect. Like to shoot the shit, I smirked. God damn it, you already? What the problem is, homie? Nothing. Not a fucking thing. I just wanted to know why you thought this Colton shit would be such a big fucking deal. Did you see how I rocked that bullshit today, Amadeus? I gloated. Yeah, I checked in on you a couple times. Big fucking deal. He got fucked up, passed out. So what? I never said he went out and killed bitches daily. He does this kind of shit all the time. He gets himself ready to go out and then peters out. You didn't just reinvent the wheel, Galileo. He would have done that shit without you. Let me explain. That's what he thought it was. Aftershock. Let me explain it in your hillbilly vernacular. Let's see. The sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then. Sound familiar? Pa used to say that. Well, Pa was right. You haven't passed 24 hours yet, and you're already trying to suck your own dick in celebration. You kept a lazy ass drug addicted alcoholic fuck up from going out. Huzzah! You going to walk on water next? Maybe heal a leper? JD sassed. No. Fuck you. I did that. Don't try to steal my thunder, motherfucker. I did that and you know it. You fucking know it. I yelled as angry as a 7-foot-tall man with a 4-inch penis. No, I don't know it. Fuck, maybe I'll give you that. Maybe at best. You might have had a say in his behavior tonight. But I highly fucking doubt it. If it will make you feel better, I guess we could high five or something. Is that what you need? Don't you fucking do this. You know I had a hand in Colt's actions tonight. Don't undersell me, man. Not now. I sighed as I remembered every time that I had accomplished something I felt was important, and then someone shat in my Cheerios. Okay, all right. Not a hand as much as a finger. I'll give you the stereo thing, but the rest of that shit was all Colt. JD said, clearly flustered. Look, by the time this cockhole is functional tomorrow, you'll have passed 30 hours. That's over a quarter of your goal. Does it really matter if you did or didn't stop him from doing something stupid? No. All that matters is he didn't get caught today. That's all that matters to your future right now. That's all life requires from you right now. Remember, this isn't about you, goddammit. You don't mean shit to a tree in this equation. He didn't fuck up, and therefore you get a pass for the day. Never forget, he holds all the cards. You're just lucky enough to see the hand he's holding. How the fuck am I lucky? Since when is being powerless to stop a fucking inevitable car wreck lucky? You're standing here telling me that the most I did today was be a push-button DJ. That seems pretty fucking minor in the grand scheme of things, does it not? I came here feeling just a little bit confident, reflecting on today's events. And you have the balls to stand there and tell me that I'm a shit stain on life's drawers. What the fuck's the point then? I scoffed. The point is, pity potty, that you never give up. Your crime, the reason that you're Your crime, the reason that you're going through this shit right now, is that you never tried to do anything with your fucking life. You never learned to suffer, to struggle through anything. Don't start whining like a punk bitch now because you can't use your size to intimidate your way through this. You're not dumb, for fuck's sake. You know everything I'm telling you is true. This is your chance to earn something, to be a fucking man for once. What you gonna do? What choice do I have? I'm going back and writing this fucker like Casper on Seabiscuit. I just thought maybe you'd share my excitement. Because I look like you? I fucking knew that you would be stumbling. Because I look like you? I knew that would be a fucking stumbling block. You don't know how much I wish I didn't have to be your spitting fucking image. Not because you're a mongoloid or anything. But because I knew anything negative I said to you would be taken personally. This isn't exactly a great time for me either. I need all of you as much as you need me. All of us, I asked, caught off guard. JD looked humble for once. Yes, all of you. Every one of you fuckers that I can successfully put through. This isn't my final step either, Hatfield. You're part of my evolution as well. I need you to succeed. I'm not trying to downplay anything you believe you've done. I, unfortunately, know that you didn't do all that you think you did. I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to lie to you. I have just as much riding on your success as you do. Same team, nigga. JD smirked weakly. Oh ho, the shoe's on the other foot now, ain't it? I sneered. No, bitch, the shoe's still firmly on my foot, and that's about to be ankle deep in your man pussy. Don't forget whose ass is blackest here. If you fail, you have to try again and again and again until you get it right. It doesn't matter to me. I have 9 more. Excuse me. Motherfuckers racking up points for me right now while you sit here being a fucking dick. If you never move on, I'll guarantee at least 8 of them will. I do not need you. I would, however, appreciate it if you would accept the fact that you may not have been a key player tonight and learn some humility. That will be a step forward for you. What do you say? Humility, huh? Okay, you might be right. I guess I can accept that. After all, you say you've been doing this longer than I've had hair on my nuts. If it isn't breaking some sort of evolutionary code, may I humbly ask what your story is? I asked assholishly. It might make me try harder. I mean, if I give a shit about you. Tit for tat, my friend. Wait, what? You want to know my story? If it want to unravel the fucking fabric of space and time, you're the only source of a conversation that I have now. Shit, man, you know my tragedy. What about yours? I asked again. Hold on, man. It's not that I can't or don't want to tell you my story. That's not why I'm picking my fucking jaw up off the floor. No, man, shit. No one's ever given a shit about anything other than their own evolution, let alone mine. JD replied, shocked. What else do I have to do until Sleeping Beauty comes to? I sighed nonchalantly. Oh, so it's like that, dickhole? I ain't telling you a fucking thing about me then. Shit, no. That came out wrong. That came out the wrong way. Look, I'd like to know how you ended up being the cheese slice of this shit sandwich. How did you screw the pooch? I asked, humbly. Well, it started like this, JD began. Stick a pin in that for a second, Chief. I'm looking around, and I don't see my fucking recliner. I mean, if it's story time, how about a little relax? Maybe conjure up a topless bitch with some tig old biddies to work my shoulders. I've had a taxing day, for fuck's sake, I jested. He wasn't amused. JD snapped his fingers with an impressive thunderclap, and my old comfy Langer appeared behind me. I lazily fell backward into the chair and kicked my feet up. No big titty back rub? Look, fuck. JD sighed angrily. Quit being cute. Shut your fucking man pleaser. And listen. Otherwise, get back, or otherwise, get the fuck out of here. You asked me to share my story, and then you act like a bitch ass diva? I'll send you back down there to watch Colt piss on himself in his sleep. What's it gonna be? Alright, fuck. I was just playing. Did they confiscate your sense of humor when you died? I'm just trying to lighten the mood, boss. Trust me, I've ciphered out your brand of humor, and I assure you, there are no dick or fart jokes in my story. Still want to hear it? JD sneered. Fuck yeah. And then the next chapter was the unstoppable shit hits the immovable fan. In the next chapter, that's it. That's all I got, folks. That's the very last one. See? We're back to chapter 1. That's the end of it. I've written to. So I hope you didn't come here expecting any kind of fucking conclusion or ending. I will tell you, in my mind, I had planned that JD was stuck moving folks forward, training folks, getting folks on the right path, because he was in fact a suicide victim, and life does not smile on self-termination. You gotta earn your shit too. If you're a lazy do-nothing motherfucker like Stacy, you gotta earn your way forward. If you killed yourself, you definitely gotta earn your way forward, because life doesn't appreciate that. Not a religion, not making a new fucking goddamn Stargate, or what's the other motherfuckers, the Scientologists, or any of the fucking religions, who I said are all bullshit. I'm simply saying that life, in this story, and my own personal belief, is life moves forward. No heaven, no hell. If you get it right, you get it right. You get it wrong, you get it wrong. But as long as you get something more than nothing, you move forward. But if you're a middle of the road fucking just like great Mr. Miyagi, you karate yes, you karate no, do or not do, fucking, I think that's Yoda, do or don't do, I don't know, fucking, the same shit, the yin and the yang, karma, whatever the fuck. You're either a complete asshole or a complete fucking, oh, wow, put assholes before saints. You're a complete asshole or a complete saint. You go through. I will surely go through, because I am a complete asshole. But the ones who are wishy-washy in between, they gotta fucking continue to fight to get their way through. And suicides, they just instantly have to become JD and take on cases and push them through. Fictional story, didn't finish it, but in the next chapters, we've found out that JD was a severe alcoholic, cheating on his wife. She leaves him with his best friend, and he one day gets fucked up enough to where he just strips butt naked, because he doesn't want to fuck up the house. Strips down butt naked, walks out into his front yard during a block party celebration where there's families all around the outside, and they're all enjoying the fucking beautiful sunshine and daylight. And he walks out there booty balls naked, and he does the old whip, takes care of business. Makes his head not so much as hot anymore. He reverse page rows. He just opens the fucker up, lets a nice cool breeze in, and then from there, we would have gone back to Stacy and Colton, and there would have been a point where Colton actually gets pulled over by the cops, and Stacy talks into the cops here, and he fucking gets him off the hook. And when he goes back to JD explains that wife beaters, pedophiles, cops, the dregs of the earth, are super susceptible to outside influence. And he didn't really do anything special. He just told somebody who is already fucking brain dead that Same. Well, if you hear crying and shouting outside, I'm not fucking holding anyone ransom. It's shithead and fucking people outside making all kinds of goddamn unnecessary noise. But that's the end of the story. That's the end of the video. Someone probably got fucking kidnapped or molested out there. Not my problem. Short one. Gonna call it a night. Thanks for stopping by for the last installment. And as always, and with love, and with respect. Peace, folk.